Greetings, this is Miss Nina B. Abdul-Wakeel, your host of the Miss Nina B. Show, sharing words of wisdom, insights, and practical life tips. I would like to share with you something that I came across on Pinterest. I happen to like Pinterest a lot because there's so much information, or it's a great index into information that's on the web. I came across an image that said 8 simple things you can do to become more confident. And I don't care where you are in your stage of development. We all could use a little booster shot of our confidence. We have situations and circumstances that happen in our lives, and we sometimes get a little down. We can even get down on ourselves, feel like maybe we've failed or we're not meeting the mark. So sometimes we have to intentionally do the things to boost our confidence. So I'm going to title this segment of the Miss Nina B. Show, The Confidence Booster Shot. So there are 8 things on this list, and I want to talk about each one of those real quickly for you. And hopefully it will encourage someone and maybe boost their confidence. So the first thing is focusing on improving yourself instead of comparing with others. Now, many of us can say, we don't do that because, we're not trying to be jealous and petty. And I don't think this statement is about being jealous or petty. It's about sometimes we see the path that someone else takes and we feel like we're on that same trajectory. And so if we aren't hitting the same steps or we're not hitting the same buttons that they do, then maybe, we're not meeting the mark. But one of the things is because you are a unique individual, even though you may go a similar path, no 2 things is exactly alike, are exactly alike. So your path, your path to your destiny is not going to be a mirrored image of someone else's. So even if you may find value in some of the things they did, you may reorganize the process, the steps, or you may do a little more on one thing, a little less on another. So you have to custom fit what you should be doing in the growth it takes you on, the path it takes you on, and not comparing to others. If you are comfortable and confident in what you're doing, then that's your source of feeling good about the steps you're taking. It may not get you there at the same rate, or you may get to a certain point and you accelerate. Doesn't matter. You're reaching your destiny, not theirs. So the second thing is saying thank you instead of sorry. Wow. That's a big one. So often when something happens, if you are not feeling very confident in yourself, you'll find yourself apologizing, even when you really haven't done anything wrong, or there's no reason to apologize. There's just a thought process or an automatic response to say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And even if someone gives you some criticism, you might quickly say, I'm sorry. Instead, you may think of where can I actually shift that and say thank you. So even if someone is criticizing you on something or have an issue with something with you, you can say thank you for sharing your thoughts. I will take that into consideration. Or thank you for your feedback. Or thank you for your help. Or thank you for shifting my perspective on that. Not, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, you're right. It's thank you for the opportunity to see something a little differently. Now, obviously, if you've really done something to offend someone and you genuinely feel that apology is necessary, you want to use that. But be careful that you're not using I'm sorry in the wrong sense. So, the next one on the list is simply say no when you don't feel like doing it. Wow. Sometimes we get caught up and wrapped up in doing things that we really aren't interested in doing because maybe we're not feeling strong enough in ourselves to respond to that person with a no answer. So I actually did a segment about this where I said sometimes you have to give yourself a pause. So what that looks like, instead of, if you don't feel strong enough or confident enough to say no right off the bat, then say, let me get back to you on that. I want to make sure I can commit fully to that and give it all of my attention as it would need. So I don't want to answer you right away. And then give yourself that pause and come back and say, sorry, I'm not going to be able to do that. Or thank you for the opportunity. How about that switch up of the sorry word? Thank you for the opportunity, but my answer is no. That gives you a stronger sense of confidence. Own your own time. The fourth thing is stand tall. Seems like a simple thing, but even when I start thinking about it, when I stand taller, now I'm only 5'1", so I can only get so tall. But when I stand taller with my shoulders back, my head high, I have a sense of power in who I am. And people respond to that. People respond to you when you stand strong and stand tall. The aura that you give of feeling in control and confident. So, the fourth thing is stand tall. The fifth thing is exercise to keep yourself energetic. Now, this is a challenge, and speaking of challenges, I signed up to be a part of a health challenge that required me to do exercising regularly throughout the week. I didn't do so well last week. But I will admit that when I do exercise, I do get more energy. So if I'm consistent, then I will start to see the results consistently in my life. So I do feel more empowered. I feel more energized. I feel that my thought processes are clearer, and it all intersects to give me a stronger sense of confidence. The sixth thing on the list, believe it or not, is to smile, and to smile at strangers. Now, that's an interesting thing because people say I smile all the time. But I do find that when you smile at strangers, a genuine smile, they smile back most of the time, or they get this unbelievable look on their face. And it just makes you feel good because you have just blessed someone's day. Sometimes when I'm in the car, and we often sit in the car at a light, and we may look left or right at the driver in the car beside us, and we may or may not really fully acknowledge them. But I often try to acknowledge them and just send a smile, and I get a smile back. And that's a good feeling. Number 7 is sit straight. And that kind of correlates to standing tall. When you're sitting and you've got your back straight, now sitting comfortably, but you're upright, feeling empowered, you feel better. You feel more confidence. And people respond to you in a more positive way. If you're sitting with your shoulders slumped, your head bowed, your eyes kind of droopy, looking dejected, people don't have a sense of confidence of what you could possibly accomplish. So your physical demeanor conveys a message to people as to whether they should trust you and feel confident in what you're going to do. The last thing on the list, which is a great thing on the list, is to set small goals for yourself every day and record your achievements. I've talked about this in the past. Small victories do count. They still count. So today, I had the goal to work out in the morning, to make sure I ate a good breakfast, to go and visit a friend and just have some good girl time. And I did that. And I feel great about that. It was a great use of my time, and I'm thankful for it. So I think setting small goals for yourself every day and recording in your journal that you accomplish those is a great way. And when you then stop and go back and read your journal, it boosts your confidence because you see that you are moving forward. You are accomplishing things. So I think this is a great list. We could add more to it. We could maybe shift some things around in order, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, even if you do one simple thing to be a confidence booster for you each day, then you will start to see the results in how you approach life. So I hope you found this interesting. Pick one and let me know what you think. Give me your thoughts on what you think is one of the most powerful confidence boosters. Drop me an email at missninabshow@gmail.com and let me know. Also, I recently did a free class on LinkedIn, and if you're in a professional space and you're using LinkedIn and you want to learn some more about how you can leverage that, maybe you're thinking about a new job or just wanted to update it and get involved in some new things or make some new connections. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is giving some tech tips and some personal branding tips to people. And LinkedIn was the first platform that I talked about. Well, guess what? Because you're a part of the Miss Nina B family, I am offering the replay of that class to everyone for free. So if you weren't a part of that class already and you're interested in watching it and listening to it, all you have to do is go to this URL. It's bit.ly/free LinkedIn class. That's bit.ly/free LinkedIn class. And you will get access to the replay and you can watch it and then let me know. If I'm going to be going around looking for some 5-star LinkedIn profiles as a result of that. And I'm hoping that will be that will be your LinkedIn profile. So Miss Nina B Show is trying to grow in 2018. So I encourage you to share with other people, your family and friends about the Miss Nina B Show. I'm looking for topics that you would love for me to talk about on the Miss Nina B Show. So drop me a line if you have a topic that you'd like me to talk about. I am on iTunes and iTunes and Google Play. So you can subscribe there and follow me on all the different platforms, Miss Nina B and Miss Nina B Show. So I'm just trying to grow the family so that I can be more impactful to more people's lives. I have a heart to share and I want everyone to be walking boldly into their dream. So on that note, have a great evening, a great day, and remember what I say. Be encouraged, be empowered, walk boldly into your dream, for you are great.